Thirsty on the east side of town? Well, head to a WNST favorite, King Discount Liquors on Pulaski Highway, just inside the Beltway. They have it all.
I'm Johnny Bev down at King Liquors. Come and see me for all your needs in wine, spirits, and beer.
Don't forget to give the King a ring.
10 p.m. Pacific time. You can check out Inside the NFL, where
very first appearance of Brian Billick.
What time Eastern time?
Very first appearance.
That would be 1.
What time Eastern?
That would be 1.
Oh, it's 10 o'clock Eastern.
Brian flew in yesterday. You want to plug? Let's plug away here. Tell me about Brian Billick.
Brian was on our show last night. I mean, we taped it last night over in Glendale. Brian was very, very good talking about he made a great point about how quarterbacks, about how in the old days maybe you could get by with a quarterback who wasn't a premier player. Now, he didn't mention Baltimore and Trent Dilfer, but he said, look at all the teams that have won the last couple of years. Every team that goes far into the playoffs, has either a good to very good quarterback. And he said teams are just not winning anymore without having a good quarterback. He was good. He seemed relaxed. He seemed happy. He was.
If you were getting that check every other week for the next 3 years, you'd be happy too.
Yeah, I mean, $18 million over 3 years, pretty good.
Peter King with us, talking Super Bowl. Real quick, writing-wise for you. Fast forward to Monday for a second. What would be the better story for you to write? 19-0. Or Giants out of nowhere win their last 11 games on the road, technically, I guess, to win the Super Bowl?
Probably 19-0, although I think they're both great stories. Everybody was saying that when Green Bay lost, oh my God, there goes half of the great matchup. Brett Favre's not in it. And I said, I totally disagreed from Jump Street. Very simple reason. How great is it that the other Manning is in the game? I think that's utterly fantastic. No one ever expected Eli Manning to be playing in this Super Bowl, maybe to ever play in a Super Bowl. And about 6 months ago, or no, about 6 weeks ago, people were thinking, is he ever going to even fulfill any of his promise in New York? So, I mean, I think this game has a tremendously interesting subplot no matter who wins.
Well, I think part of the subplot also is Tom Coughlin and some sort of redemptive situation for him. I mean, he's almost been run out. Jacksonville had all those good teams, and here he is 60 minutes away from winning a championship, and they wanted him out. How many times has he been fired by the media in New York?
Well, I think part of it, Nestor, is, to me anyway, he's changed some this year, and he's more of a guy right now than he has been in the past. I know that sounds silly and touchy-feely and all that stuff, but I honestly believe that by him being a little bit more human right now, he's earning, or he's getting a lot more friends than he had before. And I think the one other thing about Coughlin is that he's realized that he can still be a hard guy, but he can also be a human guy. I mean, does it hurt to cancel a mini camp practice in June and bring everybody upstairs to the stadium club and play cards for 3 hours? I mean, that to me is a coach saying, maybe I don't agree with everything Tiki Barber said, but you know what? I have to admit that I need to be more of a communicator with these players other than just a dictator. So I think he has changed some, and I think it's been for the better.